I guess I'm just gonna name it part 2. But yeah, inductive and deductive. That's what I was going over so far. Now let's move on to 34 because I just finished 30, and now I have to move on to 34, and I'm almost done with section 1. I could do section 2, section 1.3, because right now chapter 1, section 1, I'm almost done with it, and then I can move on to chapter 1, section 3, and over the weekend while the beta's out. Because, like, you know, why not? I could also do it right now on stream, but that's boring. See, look, I don't want to do homework. Like, right now, I'm just doing it because I'm fucking bored. I have nothing else to do. But now, out of nowhere, everyone just decides to fucking hit me up. So, yeah. Yeah, everyone's just deciding to hit me up. My phone just vibrated like 5 times when the stream ended. Like, I don't know why. Pretty sure my phone was just like hacking into my PS4 and told my shit to stop so I could like reply to these texts. I don't know what the fuck would happen. My phone's at 15%. I need to put my aux cord in because my friend sent me a video and it's pretty sure it has some weird shit in it. Let me just check before I put it on stream. Oh, she was recording her. I don't know what she was. Why she was recording herself, but she was recording herself, and then her cat just like hit her with his tail, and then she like kind of like touched him and like pushed him off the bed. The volume's fairly low, so. "34. In exercises 33 to 42, find a counterexample to show that the statement is false." So, if x plus x... What? How the fuck am I supposed... X plus x is greater than x. How the fuck... Oh! Yeah, I know how. Because 0 plus 0 equals to 0, but 0 is not greater than 0. And also, anything lower than 0, 0 and lower will make that statement false. Because just say -1 plus -1 is -2, but -2 is not greater than -1. If you don't know why that's not greater, then this is like simple math, bro. But okay, the bigger negative number you have, the less it's actually worth. So just say in regular counting numbers that we use, that like almost every day, that you learn since like when you were little, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 etc., because they're infinitely, yeah, etc., as they get greater, they get greater, if that makes sense. So like 1, 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2, 3 is greater than 1, 4 is greater than 3, etc., etc., etc. But in negative numbers, the bigger the negative number gets, it doesn't necessarily mean it's worth more. So -2 is less than -1. -3 is less than -2. So yeah, etc., etc. So -10 is less than -1. You get the point. So I don't know how to say that. Any number equal, yeah, I could just say that, equal to, or, I don't know, every time I write or, I put an E in the end, like or, like gold or, instead of like OR, or less than 0, make the statement false. Statement false. I don't know if this professor cares about margins because it's math. Like, who the fuck cares about margins on a piece of paper? EX, just to prove 0 plus 0 is not greater than 0. Negative 1 plus negative 1 is not greater than negative 1. Yeah, I'm just gonna put those two. What's my next one? 36. Wait, what the fuck did I just do? 30. What? I think I wrote. Now I have to log back in. I can't. Fuck that. At 32. Not grades. Assignments. Homework 1. After 36 is 38. I don't know why I put 30 again. Where the fuck is my pen? Where's my blue pen? Where's my pen at? Where my pen at? There it is. 36, then 38, then 40, right? Section 1. 36, 38, 40. 38. There you go. That's kind of like, that's a fucked up 8, but whatever. You know what? Let me fix it real quick. Yeah, 38, whatever. Whatever. It works. It works. You could read it's 38, right? 36. 36. X plus y equals... Oh, the absolute value of x plus y equals the absolute value of x plus the absolute value of y. So x plus y absolute value then equals absolute value x plus absolute value y. If you don't know what absolute value is, it's the distance between 0 and whatever number that you're using. In this case, x. So just say if x equals 2, the absolute value of x is 2. But again, if x is negative 2, the absolute value of x is also 2, because it's the absolute value is the distance from 0 to whatever number. It doesn't necessarily mean the value of the number. It just means the value or the distance in between the number from 0. So the number, so x can be negative 5,000. Okay, x can be negative 5,000, but the absolute value of 5,000 is or negative 5,000 is 5,000, because that's the distance from 0 to x. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. I dropped my fucking phone. But how can I find a counterexample to that? Oh, I know how to find an easy counterexample. I don't know how to explain it though. I'm just gonna put negative 3 plus... Oh, and if you don't know, x plus y, absolute value is kind of like, it works as parentheses if you're doing it like in an equation. So just say x is 5, then y is negative 2. You add those first, then find the absolute value. You don't find the absolute value of the separate things before you add them. So that's why there's x plus y absolute value, and then equals x absolute value of x plus absolute value of y. That's like two separate things. It's like, just say it's like x plus y parentheses. Those two are parentheses x plus y parentheses. You do that first, and then it's equal to parentheses x parentheses plus parentheses y parentheses. It's like the same context. It's just absolute value has a different thing to it. It's like slightly different, but when it comes to like an equation or whatever, it's like it works as parentheses. Okay, so absolute value negative 3 plus 2. So negative 3 plus 2 absolute value equals to negative 3, absolute value negative 3, plus the absolute value 2. And that is, so that's 1. So negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. The absolute value of that is 1. And 1 does not equal to 3. The absolute value negative 3 is 3 plus 2. Because 2, the absolute value 2 is 2. So 1 does not equal to 5, so that's wrong. That is wrong. I found a counterexample. Fair enough, simple enough, right? 38. Where's 38? There it is. X plus 1 parentheses, x plus 1 parentheses parentheses x minus 1 parentheses over x minus 1 always equals x plus 1. Hint, division by 0 is undefined. Oh, I get it. Cause like, if you don't know, also, if you divide something by 0, that number is undefined. Like, you cannot divide any number, any real number, by 0. You can't divide any real number by 0. So, to make that equation undefined, what number minus 1 equals to 0? You could also put that as x minus 1 equals to 0, because the way you work that out is x minus 1 equals to 0, and to find the value of x, the value of what x is worth, because there's an equation, x doesn't necessarily, okay, in general, if you don't know this is like simple math, x can equal any number, any real number. I think it could also equal any irrational number depending on the level of math you're in. For me, I don't think I'm at that like irrational number sense yet, so like I and shit, I've dabbled with I, but I'm not good at it. Okay, whatever. So since it's equals to 0 or equals to something, you could find the value of x. So what you do is you isolate x. So just say if it's 2x minus 1, you just add 1 to both sides because you're trying to isolate x, and then from there you divide x by 2 because again you're trying to isolate x. So, but in this case you just add 1 to both sides, so x equals to 1. So that's what makes that equation undefined. So 1 plus 1 times 1 minus 1 over 1 minus 1. Then 2 times 0 over 0 is undefined. They basically gave me that one, but like, why not, you know? I'll take whatever they can give me. Okay, now let's move on to 40. 40. If the product of two natural numbers what the fuck happened to my voice? If the product of two natural numbers is even, then both of the numbers are even numbers. Um 42. No, 40. If the product of two natural numbers is even, then both of the numbers are even numbers. Now that's not necessarily true. Wait, is it? 1 times 1 is 1. That's odd. Wait, if the product of two natural numbers is even, then both of the numbers are even. Okay, so it's both original. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, let me read that over again. If the product multiplication of two natural numbers is even, then both of the numbers are even numbers. Huh. 9 times 3. 18 times 9. 9 times 3. 9 times 3. 18 plus 9. 27. No. 4 is even. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 8 is 40. No, 5 times 8. There you go. 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times... I'm not going to put 5 like X. I'm just going to put the dot because that could be confusing. 5.8 equals 40. I don't know why it took me a while to figure that out. I'm a fucking idiot at times. 42. If a counting number with 2 or more digits remains the same with its digits reversed, then the counting number is a multiple of 11. If a counting number with 2 or more digits remains the same with its digits reversed, then the counting number is a multiple. So a palindrome. No, that's not necessarily true. Wait, is it? 1221. Let me see. 1221 divided by 11. That's 111. Yeah, that's divisible by 11. Or no, it's a multiple of 11. Yeah, multiple is completely different. Is it? No. Yeah, no. It's divisible by 11. Yeah, never mind. 6, 8, 9, 986 divided by 11. Yeah, that's able to be divisible by 11. 3113 divided by 11. That's still divisible by 11. Fuck. 313 divided by 11. That's still divisible by 11. 8668 9 86689 divided by 11. It's still divisible by 11. If a counting number with 2 or more digits remains the same with its digits reversed, then the counting number is a multiple of 11. .515 divided by 11. Nope. 515 divided by 11 equals 446.818 repeating. Okay. Do I have enough space for 44 in the... Use deductive reasoning to show that the following procedure always precedes the number 5. Procedure. Pick a number, x, add 4 to the number, x plus 4, then multiply the sum by 3, x plus 4 in parentheses, 3. Subtract 7, then decrease this difference by the... Subtract 7 and then decrease this difference by the triple of the original number. Okay. I don't think I have space, whatever. So, 44. Then 44, 45, 46, okay. 44. Pick a number, so x. Add 4 to the number. Plus 4 and multiply the sum by 3, so 3 parentheses x plus 4 parentheses, subtract 7, then minus 7, then decrease the difference. Okay, so that would be 3x plus 4 minus 7, which is 3x minus 3 parentheses, then decrease this difference by the triple of the original number, which is minus 3x. Use deductive reasoning to show that the following procedure always produces a number that is equal to the original number. That's 43. Use deductive reasoning to show that the following procedure always produces the number 5. Nah, it produces -3 unless I did my math wrong. So, pick a number x, add 4 to the number x plus 4, and multiply the sum by 3. Oh yeah, I put 3x. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I'm a fucking idiot. So 3x times 3 is 3. 3x. 3 times plus 12. And that minus 7. 3x plus 7, 3, 2, 5. 5. 3x plus 5. Then from there, says after you subtract 7, then decrease this difference by the triple of the original number. So minus 3x. So 3x minus 3x is 0, then 5. 5 is left. Yeah, it's true. True. 45 stocks. Each of 4 siblings, Anita, Tony, Maria, and Jose, is given $5,000 to invest in the stock market. Each choose a different stock. One chooses a utility stock, another chooses an automotive stock, and another a technological stock, and another an oil stock. From the following clues, determine which sibling bought which stock. Fuck's sake, dude. I hate doing these fucking bullshit. Fuck. Anita and the owner of the utility stock purchased their shares through an online brokerage, whereas Tony and the owner of the automotive stock did not. So let me... What the f... I don't know what to do here. The gain in value of Maria's stock is twice the gain of value in the automotive stock. Okay. So... I think I know what to do. Okay. So... It's Anita, Tony, Maria, Tony, Maria, and Jose. And then utility, I'm just gonna put U, automotive A, U, technological T, and the other oil O. I made a little chart if you don't know. I put the names on the left side on each line since I'm using lined paper, and then I just at the top I just put the abbreviations of what each mean, trying to figure out what's what. I remember learning this in class. Good thing I pay attention. Yafil. Anita and the owner of the utility stock purchased their shares through an online brokerage, whereas Tony and the owner of the automotive stock did not. So Anita is not the owner of the utility stock. Anita is not the owner of the utility stock. You could tell because Anita and the owner. Then Tony and the owner of the automotive stock did not. So Tony is not an automotive stock. Is the owner of the automotive stock. But there might be more there. Tony and the owner of the automotive stock did not buy the online. Wait. Anita and the owner of the utility stock. So, purchased their shares through an online brokerage. See, Tony and the owner of the automotive stock did not buy it online. So that makes Tony not the utility either. Tony cannot be utility because he didn't go online to buy it. And then Anita can't be the owner of the automotive because she went online. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you don't know what I'm doing, I made a chart. I put the names on the left hand side in like their own lines, horizontal lines, then I put like the type of stocks. That's why I was abbreviating utility, automotive, technology, technological, and oil, and I put those vertical. So basically what I do is I just cross off the spaces where they are, or that they are not, until I figure out what they are, if that makes sense. The gain in value of Maria stock is twice the gain of the value of the automotive stock. So Maria is not an automotive stocker, or she doesn't own the automotive stock. And the automotive stock can only be Jose. So Jose is an automotive stock, or he's the owner of the automotive stock. Okay. I already hit across everyone else, so. And then Jose can't be anything else. So that eliminates him from utility, technological, and oil. Okay. This is X2. Okay. The technology stock is traded on Nasdaq, whereas the stock that Tony bought is traded on the New York Stock Exchange. See, look, that makes Tony not... Yeah, Tony is not technological. That's X3. So that makes Tony oil. And that does not... And then, so he can't be anything else, so you just cross it off. Oh shit, I kind of fucked up. Kind of fucked up here a little bit, just right here when I was crossing off. It's crossing off a little bit. So Tony can't be anything else. Yeah. So Tony cannot be anything else, and all of his stuff, if you're following along, and if for some reason you were making this chart, for some reason, I don't know why the fuck you would make this chart, but if you were making this chart, you can see that Tony can't be anything else. And no one else can be the owner of the oil stock, because he is the owner and everyone chose different stocks. So you cross everyone out the oil, and when doing so, you see that Anita is the owner of the technological stock. So you cross everyone out. And then from there, Maria is the owner of the utility stock. So that makes determine which sibling bought which stock. So Anita is the owner of technology. Technology. Don't fall, you fucking book. I moved it just a little bit so I have more space to write, and it felt like it was about to fall off my desk. And then Tony is the owner of the oil stock. Then Maria is the owner of the utility stock. And therefore, Jose is the owner of the automotive stock. Automotive stock. Now I just need 46. 46. Where's 46? There it is. The changes. Oh, and never mind. What the fuck? I just read that completely wrong. Holy. Okay. Gourmet chefs. The Changs, Steinbergs, I don't know. It's like, I don't know, Stein, I think it's Stein. Steinbergs, Ontkeens, and Gonzalez's were winners in the All-State Cooking Contest. I don't know why the fuck I can't read right now. There was a winner in each of 4 categories: soups, entrees, salads, and desserts. From the following clues, determine which category each family was the winner in. Okay. So that's another graph. So to explain the graph a little more, because I don't think I explained it, I'm gonna leave a space at the top, like one line at the top, so I could like write the whatever the fuck it is at the top. So, and then on the left I write the names or category. No, at the top I write categories, and on the left I write subject. So the subjects are the Changs. You don't have to write the, just Changs, Changs, Steinbergs. Hopefully that fits. So I could keep it lined up. Whatever. It's just gonna be misaligned a little bit. Whatever. Then Aunt Keynes. What type of name is that? I've never heard that before. I've never seen it. And Gonzalez is. Gonzalez. Not Ziz. So at the top, now you put your categories at the top. Remember, you left that space, so you could write the categories at the top. I just like to abbreviate it because I'm not trying to waste a lot of space. So I put S for soup, E for entree, S, A, lowercase a, capital S, lowercase a for salads, and D for dessert, capital D. Then I just like graph it. So I put a line to separate the categories. I put a line to separate the names. And since I'm using lined paper, I don't have to put lines for the rest of it. I just have to put vertical lines to separate each category. I don't have to put the horizontal lines. Okay. The soups were judged before the Aunt Keynes winning entree. So that means the Aunt Keynes aren't soups. They didn't win the soups. And that's all we get from that. Okay. This year's contest was the first... Wait. The soups were judged before the Aunt Keynes winning entree. Entry, not entree. Entry. Winning entry. No, that means they won. The soups were judged before the Aunt Keynes winning entry. See, look, I perceive that as they didn't win, because the soups were judged, like all the soups were judged before the Aunt Keynes winning. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as they didn't win the soups. This year's contest was the first for the Steinbergs and for the winner of the dessert category. So that means the Steinbergs weren't the winners of the dessert category. I put an x2 over there, like x squared. So like, yeah, that's how I do it, like x squared. So I like know that this is like from Clue 2. I don't think it matters, but that's just how I do it. The Changs and the winner of the soup category entered last year's contest. So the Changs weren't the winners of the soups, so I crossed out. This is another from Clue 2. To last year's contest. Okay. The winning entree took 2 hours to cook, whereas the Steinbergs' entree required no cooking at all. So the Steinbergs, the winning entree, took 2 hours to cook. The winning entree, so that means the Steinbergs didn't win the entree. Okay, I still need a lot more shit. Okay, let me the soups were judged before the Aunt Keynes winning entry. Yeah, entry. I'm pretty sure they won the soups, so the Aunt Keynes won the soups. Wait, did they? No, because then it later on says that this year's contest was the first for the Steinbergs and for the winner of the dessert category. The Changs and the winner of the soup. Okay, so the Changs didn't win the dessert. Okay, yeah, that's from X2. They didn't win dessert either. Or either. And the winner of the soup category entered last year's contest. And the winner of the dessert, so yeah, the Steinbergs didn't win the dessert because it's obvious. It's right there. This year's contest was the first for the Steinbergs. Okay, so and for the winner of the dessert category. Yeah, the Steinbergs did not win the dessert category. The Changs and the winner of the soup category entered last year's. Okay, yeah, so the Changs didn't win the soup. The winning entree took 2 hours to cook, whereas the Steinberg's entree required no cooking at all. Okay. Still need a lot of more shit. The soups were judged before the Aunt Keen's winning entry. See, look, that could mean anything. That could mean that they won the soups, which I doubt they did, because it says right there, Chang's and the winner of the soup category. Fuck. This year's contest was the first for the Steinbergs. Okay. And for the winner in the dessert category. That doesn't really say much. The Changs and the winner of the soup category entered last year's contest. See, look, if I take the soups were judged before the Aunt Keen's winning entry. See, look, that could mean the soups were judged, like all of the soups were judged before the Aunt Keen's winning entry. So that means the soups could have been judged first or second or third or whatever the fuck the order is. But the soups could have been, all the soups, all of them could have been judged before the entrees or the salads or the desserts. So that's how that process is in my head. But it also could mean the soups were judged before the Aunt Keen's winning entree. That also could be like saying, oh, the Aunt Keen's won the soups. But the thing that doesn't make sense to me, since if they bluntly said that the Aunt Keen's won the soups, then why would it say here this year's contest was the first for the Steinbergs and for the winner in the dessert category? The Changs and the winner of the soup category entered last year's contest. So like, I don't get that. I'm just gonna say that they won, just whatever, that the Aunt Keen's won the soups. So Aunt Keen's won the soups. Okay, whatever. Aunt Keen's won the soups. So that leaves the Steinbergs winning the salads. And if the Steinbergs won the salads, no one else did. So that leaves the Changs winning the entrees. And if the Changs won the entrees, no one else did. But then, see, look, that doesn't make sense, because then the desserts, the Aunt Keen's, oh wait, no, the Aunt Keen's didn't win anything else. Yeah, because they won the soups. And then Gonzalez's leave, well, that leaves the Gonzalez's to win the desserts. And there's one in every category, right? So the Aunt Keen's won the soups, the Changs won the entrees, Steinbergs won the salads. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna keep it like that. Why not? Changs won entrees. Steinbergs won. What does Steinbergs win? Salads. Aunt Keen's won. What they win? Soups. Then Gonzalez's won desserts. And I'm done with my homework. So if for some reason you fucking watched this video and you made it this far, congratulations to you, dude. How bored are you where you watch this video of listening to me doing my homework? If you made it this far, thank you. I don't know how bored you are listening to me doing my homework and probably raging that I'm a fucking retard. But you know what? Fuck it. Okay? Fuck it. Thank you for watching. Catch you guys next time.